what's up, everybody? It is your girl JoJo. Hold on, let me take this thing off. Hello, everybody. It is your girl JoJo, and I am here with the review for The Never Ever Mets. This is season 2, episode. I'm not really sure. I know y'all sick of me because I'm sick of me. Why am I doing this review so late? I might as well not even bother. But it's just something, because I skipped last week, I really didn't want to skip another week. I didn't care how late the video was. I really wanted to do it, and had all intents to do the video. Look, it was Mother's Day weekend. I don't know what happened last week. I can't even remember. But it was Mother's Day weekend. I was with my peoples. I didn't even watch the show until I got home, and I feel like I didn't watch it until Tuesday night. So I've been behind all week. I'm going to quit coming in. You know what? I'm going to quit coming back home on a Monday. I think I'm going to quit doing that. Like, I got to be home by Sunday because I need all day Monday to get my mind back right for the week. All right. Enough about me. So y'all know that I'm going to just keep this picture up the whole time because I want to get through the review. Let's try to remember what all happened. All right. So we can get Kiki and her man over with real quick because they didn't have nothing going on except for the fact that Kiki is kind of like pulling away from him a little bit. And he doesn't know why. He thinks that she doesn't really like him like that. But the real problem is she was coming out of a relationship when she got into a relationship with him. And I don't know when she gonna tell him, child. Everybody keeping secrets around here. We gonna get to the biggest secret a little bit later. Now, let's see who else we got. Why I can't remember nobody's name. Okay, so Brittany and Funny Man, the one that was cooking for everybody, they getting their stuff back right. He is catering to her like he said he would. He brought her some breakfast, and all the fellas is downstairs really getting on my nerves. Well, you what? Here come what's his name? Is it Chris? Yeah, Chris talking about, oh, you acting like the woman in the relationship. So it's the woman who does kind things for her person. What do you do? Oh, or is it because he's cooking? Because that's only something a woman could do. Oh, okay. But look, he's doing the things that he said he was going to do for her. It would be different if he never said those things. If he never said he was going to do all of that, then she would have nothing to complain about because he never said that. But to say that you're going to do certain things and then not do them, you lied to me. You lied to me. Was you just saying stuff to be saying stuff? And your focus does need to be on me. It don't need to be on the rest of the house. That's why I told y'all I wouldn't go on a dating show because my focus not going to be on you. I'm going to be downstairs. I'm going to be kikiing with the girls. We're going to be drinking mimosas. You're going to be upstairs in the bed, cold, irritated with me, shaking your leg, wondering when I'm coming up there. And I'm going to be looking at you like, what's the big deal? You get to have me all the time. I'm downstairs drinking mimosas with my girls. I don't get to see them. This sounds like something that has happened. I assure you it hasn't. Okay, now that I got some of the preliminary information out the way, we get to the activity. Now, Rashonda, what is her name? The host? Was your coochie out? I was trying to see. You had like a split in that skirt. Maybe you had on like a nude under situation, but I was trying to understand if your coochie was out or not. But that's neither here nor there. They have the little roundup where they play a game of who knows each other best. And it seems like who knows each other best really is Jay and Cinco and Clay and why can't I remember nobody's name, child? Tati. They seem to know each other the best, and they actually ended up winning the challenge. Now, during this little challenge, we come to find out who don't know each other that well is really Alexis and Chris. But during this little challenge, when there's a conversation about secrets or somebody says something about keeping secrets or not telling stuff or telling lies, something along those lines, right? Alexis is like patting Clay on the back. Now, everybody is looking, not really the ladies, but some of the fellas are kind of looking like, oh my gosh, why is she doing that? Even Clay is kind of looking like, well, what's up? Like, what does everybody know? Because I really only told 1 or 2 people, but you know, these men be pillow talking. So Chris is getting upset because he feel like Alexis needs to mind her business. He tired of her being messy. This is a conversation they've had before. So he feel like he got to tell her again. Now, the conversation goes well. At first, I thought she was about to cuss him out, but she actually was just kind of looking at him like, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry if that upset you, but you remember Clay said he was vegan and he actually wasn't vegan. So that's all I was talking about. And that is when you get a face from Chris to where he realizes, well, I done messed up because I'm thinking about something totally different than what she's thinking about, because Chris is thinking about the baby. And he told everybody, not everybody, he told the guys that when he was playing pool with them. He told Brandon, he said to Jared, I'm really thinking about the baby part. I wasn't even thinking about that whole vegan thing. That's what I thought you were being messy about. But Alexis doesn't even know about the baby. So Chris is just looking at her and he's just like, well, I mean, it's other secrets. It's other things you don't know about. She said, well, what other secrets? What y'all done talked about? And now Chris trying to be tight-lipped about it. No, don't be tight-lipped, because that's what you get for trying to correct somebody, and you correcting them about the wrong thing. See, she was talking about something that she thought Tati and Clay already knew. The whole thing about, lying about being vegan or whatever. Okay? Or lying about trying to be vegan. Which I don't know how she didn't know that, because speaking of babies, let me pause right here for a second. Clay, how much is you eating in that house? Because I swear he done got bigger in the couple of episodes that we've played just in the last couple of weeks. That stomach done got rounder. So I don't know how she didn't know he wasn't no vegan. Okay. Anyway, back to it. So Alexis got the side eye for Chris. Chris is looking like he done said too much. So when she goes in the kitchen to talk to Jay and Cinco, and was Tati not in the kitchen as well? Okay, she go directly up to her. Yes, she was. She goes directly up to Tati and Clay. It was just like, I'm sorry for saying something during the game. I wasn't trying to be messy. I know it probably sounded like I was, but I really was just patting him on the back because of the whole vegan thing. You remember he had said he was trying veganism and he really wasn't. So that's really all I was talking about. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. The guys, they talking about some other secret. Like it's another secret going on we don't know about. Like, what y'all talking about? So Tati looking at Clay like, yeah, what are we talking about? And this fool's just like, I got you some flowers. Y'all. It's not funny because my girl really is getting played. He is love bombing the F out of her. And I do think he really likes her. I just think that he is letting way too much time go by to tell her the truth. And I feel like he gonna try to play the dumb card. Like, I just didn't know, like, I liked you so much, I didn't want you to leave. Because, I feel like he always try to play like he had the best intentions, but he's just so oopsies. Like, I'm just such a man. I'm just so dumb. I don't know. Like, I really like you. It's given, I'm just a guy. It's given, I'm just a guy. And Tati is going for it because this is all the information that she has. He's doing the right things. He's doing the right things. He's getting the flowers. He's telling her that he loves her. They've been talking all this time. He's really sweet with her. He's really affectionate. He knows everything about her. So to her, it probably seems like, yes, this is my person. This is my one. This is my moment. However, I do know that she feels somewhere in her body that something is not right. And we saw that from the time she confronted him in the pool and to the time they went to play golf. She feels somewhere that something is not right with Clay. She can't pin what it is. And a lot of times if you've been in like bad situations, your body will tell you certain things and you'll just be like, oh, it's not that, it's not that, it's not that, because you're trying to get yourself on a new page. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, you're trying not to be the girl who's always looking for something, who's always waiting on the other shoe to drop. You're trying to get your defenses down in your mind. But I don't know. I'm going to always say, just from experience and making a lot of mistakes and missing red flags, I really do think that as a woman, I don't know what men feel. Okay. That's why I'm saying, just being a woman, I do think that God gave us the gift of feeling things intuitively in our bodies. And I'm not just talking about fight or flight. I mean, truly just knowing, like, you cannot explain it, but you know something is up. I do believe she feels that. She just don't know. She don't know what to do with it. And she don't want to look like she tripping. So unfortunately, damn, he gonna get my girl. Got her right in that boom boom room. We could just go ahead and go to it. He got her right in that boom boom room, y'all. They went over there to it. I'm pretty sure they did what they did. You know, normally they show us a little opening scene. We ain't get no opening scene. So I know y'all, what y'all was in there doing? Because they ain't even give us no opener. Y'all must have went in there and immediately got naked. But yeah, I mean, he gonna get him some. He gonna get him some. And that's what's gonna make you feel even more played because you gave up. I hate to watch it in real time. Okay, so after we see the stuff go down with Alexis and Clay, it's a bunch of whispers amongst the house going on still because there are a lot of people who know the secret. Brittany knows the secret. I want to say, of course, all the guys know. I'm not sure if Kiki knows, but definitely Jay knows, Cinco knows, and they're talking amongst each other about it too. The girls is better than me because I would have told. As soon as that nigga Rachi would have came through there with them flowers, I ain't trying to rain on nobody parade, but I'm raining. I'm gonna pull Tati to the side and be like, girl, I gotta tell you something. Like, you might come out of the bag on me. Queen, but I gotta tell you something about, because really, I don't understand why he won't tell, because it sounds like it was something that happened shortly before they started dating. So it's not like he was with another woman while they were together. And I do believe this woman was his ex. So, you know, it's a rough transition. Y'all still might have been, you know, whatever. Oh, she got a child. She might understand. You got to give people the opportunity to understand you. You can't just be lying to them. Anyway, what happened next? Y'all? Okay, so after this, we start introducing family, which was a surprise to me. But, no, we don't. First, we play Never Have I Ever. Y'all know how I feel about Never Have I Ever. If you've been on JoJo's channel long enough, you know I hate Never Have I Ever. I don't like when we play it. If you're past the age of 25, I don't even want to play, really past the age of 30. I don't really feel like you need to be playing Never Have I Ever. At this point, let's just assume we all nasty. We done all got it done. You know? Unless we playing a little twisted game of Never Have I Ever where we might be talking about embarrassing moments or something. Let's just assume we done all got it done. I hate playing Never Have I Ever with you all pristine. I ain't never would, never could, never. I ain't, I'm this, I'm that. I don't like playing Never Have I Ever with the girls. Because I done played with some girls that act like they ain't never did nothing. They be looking at you like you spun around on it, it sucked it 8 times, bounced on your head. Oh, girl, please. Everybody in the room done a little 69. What is we talking about? Let me relax, because I'm getting hyped. I'm getting hyped for no reason. I really do not like that game. It's so judgmental. So anyway, one of the questions is, and this is an example of why I don't like the game. Never have I ever slept with 2 people in the same day. So some people is putting their finger down. It's all very, very hush hush. And did y'all notice Mr. Funny Man put his hand down when somebody asked, never have I ever had sex with someone of the same sex? He was confused. It gives. Does it give? Stop playing with me, Mr. Funny Man. You understood the question. You just trying to do that in case something come down the pipe later on. You can say, well, I told you and never have I ever. So Jay maybe she was about to put her finger down and then she was just like, I don't really remember. See, girl, that's where you messed up. Me and close your ears real quick. Ladies, when it comes to sexual stuff, especially, I think Jay and Cinco still in their 20s. Now, when you get grown, I don't care. But some of the stuff, y'all got a lot of these men. What they don't know won't hurt them. Just go ahead and lie to them. Because I'm going to tell you what men going to do anyway. If they like you enough, they don't care that you a hoe. They do not care. They will sit right in your face and be like, but you different. I'm not different. I'm the same hoe you talking about. So now what? And I'm not saying, I'm not talking about myself. I'm just saying in general, I see this happen all the time where men will be like, I mean, she got experience. She got experience. I've had somebody say that to me. A guy told me one time, he was like, I mean, I can tell you got experience, but you ain't out there. Sir, how can you tell that? What gave you, somebody taught me what I just did. And you were the beneficiary of it. And you haven't been the only one. So let's just get that through our heads, baby. I'm 30 plus. I'm not no little girl. Hell, you thought this was. Anyway, so Jay messed up there. She should have either just straight up lied or she shouldn't have said nothing at all. Just keep all your fingers up. So Cinco notices and he was just like, did you or didn't you? And she was just like, I don't remember. You remember if you slept with both. You know you slept with both of them niggas in the and one was at about 10 o'clock and then the other one was somewhere around midnight. Like, stop. So Cinco is disturbed by it, but he trying to act like he not disturbed by it. He just want her to answer the question. If it didn't matter, you wouldn't care if she answered it or not, Cinco. You really just want to know if she did it or not so you can know how to look at her. And she is on her. I ain't got to answer no questions for you. I don't got to answer nothing I don't want to answer. So they go in the other room because she get up and walk away from the table. Cinco's still trying to ask her about it, saying it's important. We need to communicate. You don't just run away from problems. You sit down and talk about it. She was just like, I don't know why this question bothering you so much. And then eventually she says the answer is no. And he was like, but you could have said that. Like, why are you doing all that? She doing all of that because the answer is actually yes. But she's annoyed that you cornered her about it. Now, I don't know why Jay keeps bringing up. Now people gonna think like they gonna be like, oh, y'all a real couple now. Y'all arguing because apparently they have had the best connection in the house. And I think we can all agree with that. But who cares, Jay? Who cares what these other people think about your relationship? Number one. And number two, y'all not gonna be perfect. And that's okay. This ain't even that big of a deal. This is not that big of a deal. But no, y'all are not gonna be perfect. And please, don't be running around that house thinking y'all the only ones, we this, we that, because, honey, pride comes before the fall. All right? Just enjoy your man. So we get to introducing family. Her sister comes through. And I think that was his brother or his cousin that came through. And just going by the brother and the sister, it was so funny because Jay was looking at her sister like, girl, you betraying me right now. Because at first when her sister come in, you know, she all on Jay's side with it. Like, yeah, I got to see what he about. Oh, what was he trying to hem you up about? What was he trying to ask you? But then when Cinco get in the room and they talk about the situation, she looks at Jay and Cinco is just like, yeah, you do have to communicate about certain things. And when you're dealing with your partner, it's not really so much of the, like, you can't always just be defiant and say, I'm not going to answer your question. There has to be compromise. And she look at Jay and she's just like, right? Jay looking at her like, Judas, depart from me. But she does agree with her sister in the moment. So the brother, now I can tell the brother had some running in him in his day because he telling Cinco, you was tripping about that whole thing. Like, you know, I could understand how she felt like she was in a tight position. See, he the type of man, baby, I done dealt with plenty hoes and them some of the best girlfriends I ever had. Relax yourself, okay? She had sex with 2 men in the same day. It is what it is. That was before you. You like her, right? Well, don't worry about it then. He wanted, and see, when you used to like, I don't know. I feel like when you're young, when you in your 20s, you hear a lot of things and you be worried about a lot of stuff. Like, you know, there's a lot of rhetoric going on around you. So you'll have guys be like, she got to have a body count of this and she got to have this or she got to have that. Child, at a certain point, you realize and you don't want to be having to teach her everything. So you okay if she know a thing or two. Is she clean though? That's what I want to know. Is she disease free? Does she have any children? These are important matters, but I get what he's saying. Like, you was looking suspect, so you might as well answer the doggone question, Jay. I just think she didn't want to answer in front of everybody. And she definitely didn't want you to know, because, you know, now look, having sex with 2 in the same day is, you know. You was definitely living that life, girl, but I ain't judging, okay? Is the coochie clean? That's all I'm concerned about. Did you wear protection? All right, because now if you didn't wear protection, now I'm judging. So anyway, they get that whole little fiasco over. We will be meeting other people's parents and friends later. Did y'all see that Clay brought some girl that jumped up on him? That's not his sister. He said she was like a sister. That's not his sister. Child, he done already got the coochie too. Y'all know he about to cut up. When y'all think he gonna tell this girl about this baby? Oh my goodness. But I'm gonna tell you, Never Ever Mets has really been bringing it this season. Last season was womp womp womp, but I know they was working the kinks out. So this season is a lot better. My girl is getting played. We watching it unfold before our eyes. Charlie, you shut your ass up because you done already got played. You done already went to the boom boom room. You already thinking this man about to move to Dallas, and you got a lot to say about what somebody else. Not too much. She ain't had too much, but she had a lot to say about what other people had going on. I wanted to be like, girl, shut your mouth, because you ain't the only person in this house getting played. You ain't been getting played and lied to. But y'all probably lying to each other. You probably got a man already living in that house for all we know. And you was planning on them being roommates. But anyway, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'll do better next week. And I will see you guys then. Bye.